Hello everyone. So this video is for anyone interested in moving to Austria to study.
So welcome once again. The topic we're talking about today is authentication and legalization process for those people who want to study in Austria, and then you know that you have to authenticate and legalize your documents, your educational documents and your non-educational documents before you can be able to apply for a study visa to actually move to Austria, probably to do your bachelor's, your master's, or your PhD. So if your country is one of those countries that you need to authenticate and legalize your documents before you move over to Austria, then this video is for you. You can also share this video with your family and friends who are also on this route. So the first thing to consider here is book an appointment on Austrian Embassy website. Yes, I know that a lot of people will be saying, oh, how do I go about this? For some people, they do not even want to waste their time. All they want to do is just to pay somebody to do this for you. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you that it is something you can do by yourself. So for my subscribers who are Nigerians, this is the Austrian Embassy Abuja website. All right, I'll leave the link in the description box of this video. So this is what the website looks like. So how do you make an appointment? For a lot of people that were asking. Okay, so you come up here, you have the information. Make an appointment for tourist and business visa, diplomatic and service visa, residence permit, verification and legalization. For the essence of this video, this is where you are to click on. So you click on verification and legalization link there. It takes you to another page. Do the reservation. What for? All right, you just click on this arrow here. And all right, Abuja. I'll click on Abuja. All right, and you go to the next one, and then you continue to follow the instructions as you may have it. Okay, so after that, I know that there's another tab where you have to click on authentication and legalization of documents. Then they'll send you a mail for you to be able to get the appointment date and time. Then you can move to the Austrian Embassy for submission of all your documents. The next thing for you here is to visit the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. All right. So why I said you should make the appointment is because most times, if you're actually booking an appointment to go to the Austrian Embassy, if you're Nigerian, it takes about 1 or 2 months or thereabouts or weeks for you to get dates. All right, so it's better you do that first, book the appointment, and then some few weeks or few days before your appointment day at the embassy, then you take up the step 2. The step 2 here is for you to visit the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. These ministries are located at Abuja in Nigeria. All right, so for Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, authentication and verification, as you may have it, I already have a full video step by step on how to go to each ministry I'm talking about at this time. The next step for you here is printing out appointment letter from the email sent to you by the Austrian Embassy. Download and fill out questionnaire from Austrian Embassy website, because for the questionnaire, it's part of, you add it to the documents that you must have authenticated and legalized for Ministry of Education and Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Add it up with your questionnaire plus your appointment letter, your international passport, all right, and then your money, that is the money or the payment you'll be making for your legalization at the Austrian Embassy. These are the documents that you'll be taking to the Austrian Embassy. So you print out the appointment letter, which has the date and the time that you will be going to the Austrian Embassy to submit all your documents for the legalization process. The step 4 here is visiting of the Austrian Embassy on the date of appointment. Please and please, there is nothing like African time, West African time, my normal time, whatever time that is stipulated or that is shown on the appointment letter or document that has been sent to you to your email. Please adhere or be punctual. Please do not be late. Step 5 here is talking about the waiting time. For waiting time period, there's no fixed time, but the embassy or the representatives there would tell you it takes about 6 to 12 weeks. For some people, it is actually 6 weeks. For some people, it is less. For some people, it is more. This highly depends on the time taken by the lawyer who is assigned to your file. That is, all your documents will be put in your file in your name, and also the time taken to visit the previous institutions that you have already attended. So they'll actually go through your primary, secondary, and then if you're actually going for a graduate program in Australia, they'll also go to your tertiary institution. During your waiting time, you can actually enroll in a German class to be able to learn the basic conversations in German language, because of course, Austria is a German-speaking country and they also speak English. For most courses that I have done their videos on my YouTube channel, all right, you have courses that are taught in English language. However, just know that their formal language or their official language there is German. But when you speak English, they'll be able to understand. Another question that might pop up is, can I have a successful legalization or verification process? Yes, you can have a successful verification legalization process if, number one, your documents, all you submitted, are correct, they are not fake. Number two, if all the schools that you went to, you actually attended them and the lawyer can attest that he has gotten a positive feedback as to authenticity of the information that you have dished out to the embassy. No, for some people, you might not have a successful feedback due to some inconsistency in your documents submitted. So let's look at some of these errors. So some common errors here, you have name inconsistency, date of birth inconsistency. So what do we mean by name inconsistency? All right, so for some people, they might have their names, the first name, and they might have another name. Some people have names that they are called at home. Now, some people have names that are on the certificate, and some people on their international passport, it is not well arranged. Sometimes you have some names not well spelled. In that case, what do? Let's hold on to that. The next error you can have there is date of birth inconsistency. For date of birth inconsistency, you might have, for example, I know that in Nigeria, some people want to backdate their dates to go for NYS. So the date of birth you have in your birth certificate might not be the same date of birth you have in your school certificate. I'd advise that you actually try to regulate these errors before you move to the embassy, because once you move to the embassy and you submit all these documents and they are all errors here and there, one, you have lost money, what's 200,000. Next, you have lost a lot of time and energy. So you have to avoid these common errors. How to correct these errors? Make an affidavit of name correction, which is usually done at the High Court. And you also have to do date of birth correction. You can actually go to the NPC in your region. Go there for your birth certificate. So they would, but you'd have to tell them that there's an error in your birth certificate, and then this is what you're encountering. So it's better you go to the appropriate authority and do that. So the next thing to talk about is birth certificate, which is usually a big deal for anybody that was born before 1991 or before 1992. You get the birth certificate from NPC, and I'm addressing people who were born before 1991 or 1992. Why? Because the birth certificates that NPC gives, you don't have it. So how do you go about this? First of all, you need to make an affidavit of age declaration. This can be done at the High Court. All right. And how do you do that? Somebody that is a bit older than you has to do that. For example, your father, your mother, or any of your siblings that are actually around 10 years older than you can stand as a deponent for you. And then when you're done with typing and all of this, you take it to the High Court. The High Court minutes on it, stamps and all that. Then you go back to NPC and do the final step of this. They actually draw out an attestation of age for you to make your visa processing. So for as many people that are watching this, if you are in this process, or if you know somebody that is in this process, kindly share this video with the person. It will be very useful. So the first thing I made mention is that you need to book an appointment. We're actually sharing on insights of what we have done in this video so far. For all the documents you need to use for your authentication and legalization, after you're done checking it, I'll personally advise you give it to a family relation or a friend that will actually help you to double check it. Arrive at the embassy at the right time and at the right date, properly dressed, and then during your waiting period, try to attend a German language class. Please, if you have questions, you can put it in the comment section. Let's discuss. If you've also gone through the process, please put your own experience in the comment section as well, so that everyone will learn. This video is to actually help 1, 2, 3 thousands of people wishing to move to Austria and even other parts of the European countries, as you may have it, to go and study.
And so I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please give this video a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, subscribe if you're new here, and turn on your post notifications to be the first to know when I upload useful content like this one that you just watched. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video.